Why can't men forgive a woman for cheating, and then why are women so forgiving when a man cheats?
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good ass fucking question.
yeah, it is.
I want to
It
hear. I
is a
want to.
good question because I want to know. A woman can cheat, right?
Class is on
Yeah.
here. What's his name? Tommy.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying willingly to cheat. Let me clear my question now. Let me clear my whole answer up. Not to cheat, because when a woman cheats, she cheats for a reason. See, a lot of men think women just cheat, oh, just because. No, it's a reason. It's a build up of fucking reasons. It ain't just one. That motherfucker been thinking about it. Then they started talking to something that looked attractive to them, and then they started thinking some shit, and then boom.
But that's like saying I got with this small dick nigga and now I cheated on him. But you knew he had a small dick when you first did it, so all of a sudden you cheat on him down the line.
Hi, Tommy.
Okay, cool. That was on you from the get go.
What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm
No,
late.
it was not.
You put yourself in that.
Can y'all hear me?
I'm not talking about myself. I'm asking in general.
Hi, Tommy. This is
Can y'all hear me, y'all?
BB.
Hello?
She done muted. Mimi, unmute. Hi, Thomas. This is Ebony.
Hi, Ebony.
Lord have mercy. Do I
Look,
sound like
it looks like
R2?
I came in just in time then.
Yes, you did. Because I guess I sound like R2D2, and I guess
Well, even though she muted herself, I'm going to go off what she was saying. And I'm going to say this. There's no fucking excuse for cheating. I don't want to hear all your reasons of being unhappy and all that. You have a conversation and you make an exit. There's never an excuse for cheating, whether it's man or woman. If you're unhappy, leave.
I agree.
I don't want to hear none of that. You can't help who you love, none of that. Clearly, you weren't happy. So if you wasn't happy and you going outside the relationship and you're cheating, that means you didn't want the relationship anymore anyway. So why not have the balls to have that conversation and just end the conversation instead of being a gutless coward?
I'm snapping my fingers. I agree.
Like, there's never a reason. Like, I hear women say, I was unhappy. I hear men say, I wouldn't get. Well, guess what? Y'all need to have these conversations then.
How do we feel about like separating? Like, okay, we need to take a break, and then in between that break, you step out.
Well, let me say this. If you taking a break, y'all might as well just stop messing with each other. Because it depends on how long this break is going to be. Because breaks can be 3 to 6 months, weeks, and things happen. Especially if y'all already done had a rocky relationship going into the break and everything, and y'all already been talking to other people as well, things happen.
Cause see, I'm every bit of that. Like, I won't cheat in my relationship, but after a while, once I feel like, we not shit ain't making we not trying to make it make sense, I'm gonna be like, look, maybe we just need to take a break. And then within that break, I most likely will step out.
But it's not stepping out. You take, see, I don't like that term break. Just let it go.
Why you don't like
Clearly,
the term break is the question.
because I'm gonna be honest with you. If you need a break, clearly it's something that you find that you can't deal with this person, and that's not gonna go away with taking a break.
Yeah, dude, because sometimes you can fix the situation by taking a
But
break.
but here's the problem with that. See, a lot of times a woman tell you you need to fix you, but on the but on both sides of the aspect, it takes two to work on it. So it might be things on the other side of the aspect that he feel like you doing this well that you're not working out. You see what I'm saying? it's a two-way street. You can't
Well,
feel like, okay, well, he's doing this and he's doing that, but he feels some kind of way about you because you're not doing this and you're not doing that as well.
well, I've had my partner, we've taken breaks and he's never expressed what his issue with me may have been, even though I'm very vocal about what my problem was. So it's like,
But see that again, and this is no disrespect. I blame most women for that. You know why? Because growing up, men was taught not to talk about their feelings. We were taught stop crying or you weep, stop shedding tears. And guess what? All those little boys became unemotional grown men
yeah,
that don't know how to deal with their feelings and don't know how to express themselves. They feel some kind of way about things, and instead of being able to communicate and talk about them, they go out and do retarded stuff to get your attention.
mm,
Well, see, and that's the problem. And like women don't want to have to build no man no more. It ain't no building niggas no more. This is not no building nigga no more. It's need to come correct.
Oh no, I agree with that. However, this is the one thing I don't respect about women, because women tell men you have to have this, you have to have that, you have to have this, but I have to take you exactly the way you are.
see, I'm very much not like that. I'm literally still here to help build and heal and and all that. But like, if I'm sitting up here day after day, week after week, month after month, like, tell me, express yourself. What's going on? How you feel? What you thinking?
But it's kind of hard for a lot of men when they ain't have that upbringing. You see what I'm saying? It starts with the upbringing a lot of times, because when you ain't had that upbringing where you can literally talk about your feelings and what you're dealing with and everything, when you become a grown person, most of that shit, you know, what winds up happening, you tend to lock all that stuff up. And you let it and you let it fester. That's why you got so many. If you think about it, that's why you got so many serial killers. That's why you got so many serial rapists. That's why, because these people weren't able to talk about what they were going through and how they were feeling about what they were going through. So they turned violently, and it turned into something they shouldn't even turn into. That's why I tell people you should definitely listen to people.
Yeah.
You know, like if you see somebody, especially if you see somebody crying out for listening here, you know what I'm saying? You should definitely listen to them, because you might have just saved that person's life that day.
Or other people's lives.
So if he's not willing to learn to express himself, then I do feel like a break.
No, it's not really not willing to express itself. You have to be
You have
able to
to
have the
teach him.
patience to
You
want to hear him express
edge him
himself
in
though in the first place.
slowly.
So if you ain't got the patience for him,
Make him feel comfortable.
Right. You have to edge him in slowly. You can't, but at the same time, it's still, are y'all still there?
yeah.
At the same time, it's not your responsibility, and this with men and women, it's not your responsibility to fix a person. That's their job. You have to sit down and think about all the things that's screwing you up. And
It's
even
an
in your
emotional
past,
support person.
hold on. Even in your past relationships, you have to think about, you can't just say what the other person did. You have to look at yourself. What did I do to make all these relationships go bad? Because it's a two-way street. You can't just keep blaming everything on one side and not the other. You have to be able to say, okay, what am I doing wrong? That way I can correct myself. And that way I can be a better judgment of character of who I'm allowing to even be in my life.
True.
Yeah, but I feel like you know what? I had to accept what it was, and it took me to come all the way to the West Coast to figure it out. But I think I was an emotional support person for that person. Anyway,
No, you were stupid support for that person.
Shut up.
Wait a minute. Is this what we're doing? Mimi.
You know me, tell the truth, shame the devil.
Is she muted? Get back on here, Mimi. Is
Yeah,
that
you said she muted in a heartbeat. She know I know, so don't go there with me. That's what you see. She muted that boy quick as hell.
really quickly? But I mean, see, and I feel like I'm totally different. I'm the type that'll be like, what's wrong? Let's talk about it. Let's work it. Let's try
You
to
don't know how.
But no, the question I had was why nowadays men and women in the dating scene just want to have sex, not to get to know each other anymore. That was my question.
Because of telephones.
Well, first of all, I gotta stop you right there. We had this conversation earlier, and I
Yes.
told you it's not men and women doing that. It's niggas and whatever women call themselves, bees, hoes, whatever they want to relate themselves to. But people who consider themselves grown men and grown women don't walk around calling themselves niggas and hoes and bitches. I'm sorry. If I want
Wait,
a
what's the
grown man, I'm not gonna keep calling him a nigga.
Well, no,
That's
no.
why.
so
That's why you
I
keep.
said, why do men though? I said, why do men and women in the dating scene just want to have sex?
Because it's easier than having feelings. Because once emotions get attached to it, then it's like, oh shit, I'm really into something. It's easier to leave when there's no emotion.
But I got a question. Can't y'all just have like all the perks with it and not be together? Like it wouldn't that be just like
You know why that won't work out? Because the minute you see that person with somebody else and they doing the exact things that they do for you, you're gonna get jealous.
no, I mean that'll be your business on what you do on that when you're not around me. We're talking about when you're around me. So like when you're around me, I mean I should be able to get all my perks with it.
I mean,
and I do what
but
you want to do.
let me say this: it depends. Because if y'all say y'all got this kind of relationship, but if he meets somebody who actually wants to have a bona fide relationship with him, then you can't be mad at him for cutting you off. Because especially if you come have that conversation with you and be like, look, if somebody else interested in me, exactly the same, more than what you are. So if you're not willing to give me more, then you know what I'm saying? Because no one should have to wait around for you to decide on you making up your mind whether you want to be with them or not. That ain't how this goes. I don't have to sit around and wait for you to decide if me and you gonna date. There's 10 million other women in this world. I'm sorry, 10 billion more women in this world.
Right, and it's like
and vice
trillions of
versa.
other men in this world.
And vice versa. No, you don't have to wait. Like I said, everybody is single. Even when you dating someone, you are still single until you say I do.
Yes, that is true. So then I got my next question was, why can't men and women just be friends?
We can.
Yeah, but then there's always that play of having sex in there.
No. See, let me say this, because I actually genuinely have a friend that I've been friends with for over almost 10 years now, and I've never thought about her that way, nothing sexually, anything. So you can't say that can't happen. It's all about the person and how, like, if your mind state is to always, everything you see with a dress on is to smash, then of course you're going to have that mind state like, oh, I need to smash her. But people who will genuinely not just be cool with people, it ain't that hard. You just a horn toad at that point.
I guess. How you feel on that, Ebony?
And people should understand their position and attacking people who ain't on the same thing. But that's the thing I really dislike a lot. Even though you know you're on your fuckery shit, on your bullshit and all that other stuff, you want to go attack somebody who's trying to look for a husband.
No.
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying, no, that happens a lot, because a lot of people attack what they're not searching for.
Yep. That's it right there. And then far as you said, far as the communication thing, as I told you earlier, it ain't that hard on why men and women can't communicate. It's simple as I told you. If a person can't communicate with you, they're just not interested in you. It's not hard to even see that. If you constantly texting and calling somebody and they're not reaching back out to you and everything, take the hint.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's of course that's an automatic hint.
But you can tell when somebody interested in you. You know, you're gonna get phone calls and text messages, and they're gonna plan things to do with you. You being the one that's being naive if you can't see the signs, when clearly when you trying to do stuff with a person and they're ignoring you and everything, take the signs. You're just being naive at this point. You know when someone is interested in you and someone ain't interested in you.
Yeah, but you can also be honest with somebody when you meet them. You could be like, look, huh? Ebony, we can't hear you. You moved again.
I ain't heard none of that.
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't say
No. I like that question you had earlier about the independent women. Why men are scared of independent women?
Yeah.
I liked that question.
Ebony, I can't hear you. Like, it's just going in and out. I don't know if you moved or whatever, but I really
She said
can't.
she wasn't saying anything.
She said she wasn't saying anything? No. That's what I'm still trying to get her to move in an area where I can hear her. Okay. So that was really kind of my question too, like, because I'm basically an independent woman, so I feel like when I get into a relationship with somebody, I don't feel like you should feel needy or throw things up or do anything crazy like that. That's kind of how I feel on those type of things. Evan,
I just get tired of this notion that men are intimidated by independent women. No, we not.
Some men are.
No man is. We don't like y'all bad attitudes. As I explained to you earlier, we don't like bad attitudes. If we approach you in a respectful way and you come off rude as hell for no apparent reason, what kind of reaction do you think you're gonna get back? Just because you independent don't give you the license to be rude as hell.
Not really. That is racist, and that is not a lot of black women. That's like saying all black women are this. No, they're not.
Why not? Y'all say let y'all tell it only black men cheat. Let y'all say
I never say only black men cheat. You got women and men.
But most women say most women will say only men cheat, and that's false as hell.
Yeah, that is. That's a false statement.
Women cheat if not more as much as men do. The thing is, y'all better lies. Y'all gonna stick with y'all lies, even if y'all get caught. Us, y'all better prepare. We not about to. Y'all know for one thing, we not going through no phones. We not doing that. That's how we get caught up, because y'all quick to go through our shit. Y'all know we not doing that shit. If we went through y'all phone, we probably would kill y'all. But we don't do that. What's the point? If we not going through if we ain't invading your space, you shouldn't invade ours. That's how we look at it.
Hey, I put pre-warning to my shit. I be like, you don't want to go through my phone. Oh, no, you don't. You might see some things you don't want to see.
But the thing is, I don't give people pre-warnings.
One bit.
if you want to go in my phone and you choose to look, whatever you find is whatever you find. I have nothing to hide.
Exactly. Just don't delete shit you don't think is appropriate.
Everything in my phone is appropriate because it's my phone.
Everything in it. I don't know what happened. Okay, say something.
Something.
Not you.
Something.
Not you.
Can y'all hear me?
Now we can.
I don't know what the fuck. I just can't have an opinion. I just can't have an opinion. That's all.
You can have one now because we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Speak your truth.
I don't even know. I don't even know what y'all. I don't know. What was we talking about?
So the last question we were talking about is why are men intimidated by strong Black independent women?
Oh yeah, and you said we don't like y'all attitude. It's like
No, we don't.
What do y'all do?
I'm about to
What
explain
do
it to
y'all
you.
do? What do y'all do to provoke the attitude though? Y'all act like we just around here. Just around here.
Right.
Yeah, no, but I can say that, you know why? Because I've witnessed it. I've done it myself. I said, hello, how you doing? And I done got a snooty look. What you talking to me for? And
That
guess what I do?
the woman that you pick.
And guess what I do? I won't run. I choose not to indulge in other people's ignorance. So I'm the type of person that I'll walk off and leave you standing there looking stupid before I sit there and argue with you. That ain't my thing.
Mimi, what did you say? It's the type of woman. It's the woman that he.
I use what Rob said. That's the woman you chose.
For real.
First of all, it ain't the woman I chose because, like I said, I left her standing right there.
Okay.
So it definitely ain't the woman I chose. And then I said hello. And then for some reason, everybody felt like even back in the days when the men used to hold the doors open for women would say thank you. Now women just feel entitled. Like when they see a dude, they'll look at you like you gonna hold the door for me.
You know what? It's funny. I don't think I can let a man open the door for me lately.
Well, are you gonna open the door, hold the door? Damn.
No. I might. And it depends on how your attitude is. I might open it and shut it back so you can open it yourself, depending on how you make me feel that day.
I'm sad.
I got the same energy you got. You want to be ignorant, sweetie? I can be as ignorant as you can. Y'all wanted equality. Y'all got that now. So stop all the moaning and crying now. Look, it got quiet. That's how you shut a room down.
Well, actually, I actually like that. That's cool because I'm very much 50-50. So
that's how I look at things. Y'all asked for equality, and now all the stuff that y'all asked for, y'all cry about now.
No, I still expect what I expect, but I'm also more 50-50 now. So it's like, okay, that's cool. You don't gotta do nothing.
No, but here's the issue though. It be all these chicks on social media and they looking at all these celebrity relationships and everything. And they think the average man supposed to be making 100 to 150,000 a year. That's not reality, sweetheart. Get that out your head right now. You're gonna forever be miserable. Because guess what? It's some dudes out here that ain't making 150,000 a year. But guess what? Guarantee you they gonna make you happy.
And I about made more money than most of my partners, but I didn't look down. I didn't look down on him as long as he was bringing in something.
They see you are one of the few, sister, because there's a lot of women who will literally make their man feel like shit, and literally in front of their friends, talk bad about him around their relatives, everything. And he supposed to just sit there and take it as a man. And then you wonder why he don't like to go to family outings and everything, because you didn't drug this man through the mud. How do you supposed to feel comfortable around anything about anybody that you know when you didn't literally drug his name through the mud? So now guess what? Y'all separated a lot of times because now he going to do his own thing, you going to do your own thing. That's how things fall apart.
Yeah, it's like then why are y'all even together?
Exactly, because clearly you don't respect this man.
Yeah, I never was like that. Like I may have been the breadwinner, But if I look good, best believe my nigga look good because my nigga was a reflection of me.
Right. I can't be around no hot ass mess.
He was a reflection of me because goddamn, I obviously chose him.
But
Okay.
let me say this, and I appreciate y'all ladies saying that. But let me say this at the same time. He gotta be willing to get up and do something. Like, nigga, you can't just, even though you make less than me, you can't just be sitting there all the time and every other week you depressed and like, no, nigga, get your
Oh
ass
no,
up.
that's
You a
that's
grown
not
man.
what can happen.
Because
Because
if,
first
he,
off,
if he's
You're a
doing that,
grown
then
man.
maybe, then if he doing that, then eventually I'm gonna be like, baby, we need a break.
no,
I'm
you
gonna
need
holler.
to have the understanding that I'm an expensive girlfriend.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to stop with this we need a break stuff. Just break up with these people.
That's what we need to
No,
understand. We
because
might need to break the
because
weed and stack back up, but I'm
I
an
love
expensive
because
girlfriend.
I love
The
him enough
hell?
to I love him enough to compromise with him. But baby, once you done got too comfortable just being comfortable, baby, we need a break, baby, so you can go figure out something else. Another.
Yeah, we need a whole break. Like a whole break, not a half of one. You need a little bit of a break.
And
Get your
baby,
life together.
and
Okay,
baby,
so let
why?
me ask you this
Baby,
question. You saying y'all need a break. What happens if you put him on a break and all the things you were doing, someone else started doing, and even more?
I doubt it, baby,
Well,
because
we're
I
on a
doubt it,
break,
baby,
right?
because
So during
I'm
this break, we wasn't
I'm
together. So
I'm
I can't
hurt.
technically be mad about this break unless we had an understanding of what this break was.
Yeah. And I'm
But
sorry, baby. I'm her. I'm
she
she.
already whoa. But
She.
she already
Her.
said
Her.
she steps out, right? She already admitted to that. So with that being said, if he steps out, but he genuinely start feeling that somebody else, and he decides, no, I don't want to come back, then you just gotta live with that.
And it'd most likely be just mostly because of sex though. Like if you that weak that when we go on this break and you fall in love with some pussy, some head or something,
They
then
say
yeah,
pussy make the world go round.
by all means, you can stay out there. By all means, you can stay out over there. You can stay over there. Yeah, stay on over there.
But
Okay,
okay,
but check this out.
okay. So let me ask you a question. How is that any different from a lot of women saying what you won't do, the next person will?
Because when we step out, we literally looking for we looking for the next
Dick.
like a level up from you. Y'all are literally downgrade.
Whoa. Sometimes. No, don't say that. Cause I done seen a lot of y'all with Dirty Danny. Stop. Don't do that. And y'all
Well,
don't tell that. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
well then,
Some of y'all level up. Some
if
of
you
y'all
see
are
her,
just, oh, I like the curly hair. Ooh, he light skinned with these kind of eyes. Like, stop. It's not. Some of the women just do things because they're shallow. Has
they're
nothing.
very, and you said dirty Daniel. Well, she was dirty Diana because
See, I don't disagree with men. Definitely do that a lot.
I'm
I'm
still
not
looking
going to
for.
dispute that. You right.
I still haven't moved on. I'm going on 5 months on a break, and I still haven't found the level up of what I was dealing with. So I haven't jumped ship yet. But I,
Look, but you keep saying yet. That's not a good trait right there. If I gotta hear yet all the time, I'm probably gonna be out.
well, I'm not just gonna say that to you, but in my mind,
No. See, this
in
is
my
the thing.
conscience,
Your actions. You might feel like you still doing all the same thing. Trust me, men, we feel the difference. Trust me, we feel the difference. It ain't got nothing to do with what you can ever do for us. Trust me, we can tell the difference. Just like we know when y'all cheating on us, and y'all be thinking y'all so slick. Oh, no, my stuff tight, girl. No, girl. We know when you cheating. We just ain't gonna say shit.
well, guess what? The type of woman I am, I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, I did. I stepped out, and
then guess what? If he did the
why.
same thing, you can't be mad.
I couldn't be because, especially if we was on a break, because what we do on the break, it really shouldn't. really.
But sometimes that, like I said, that could backfire because if they go out and meet somebody else that's doing the exact things you doing, but they spending, remember y'all on a break. He's spending time with them, he getting to know them, everything. I'm like, damn, she kind of like her, but she more this, and that, and they actually start getting into it and liking this person. They start getting connected. As I said, you just got to deal with that. It has nothing to do. See, y'all assume is pussy. It's not just pussy, because if you got to think about it, if he's on a break with you and he's spending all this time with this woman, he getting to know her like he got to know you. The same way he got to know you, he got to know her.
When I take breaks, I'm not taking breaks to go be up under another nigga. I'm taking a break to focus on myself. So if he out there just like, I'ma go.
But wait, you can't say that because you just said you steps out. Did you not just say you step out? So you can't say you focusing on yourself. You just said you step out.
I have stepped out because that's what I thought. I thought that would like help me either make or break me. So I have done it. And the times that I have done it, I ended up regretting it. So it's like now when I take breaks, I literally making my business to focus on myself, my mental and everything like that, and make sure that I don't want to, revisit this with him. I want to make sure, like, are we done or are we not done? That's what I'm focusing on myself and still trying to figure out, am I done with him or not before I fully move on. So
see, that's my issue with a lot of people that they don't do, and I commend you for that, sister. But it's a lot of people who jump in and out of relationships, and they feel like the next person is supposed to be their security blanket and help them get over. That is not their job, and that is not their problem.
No, because that's what you call a rebound.
It is your job to make sure you are ready and prepared to jump into the next relationship. Yeah. It is not that person's job to secure everything that you had insecurities about. Everything that you went through with the next person has nothing to do with that new person. Just because you might see something that you saw in your own relationship don't mean it's going to be the same thing. Right. What you're going to do is all you doing is in your head reenacting everything that went wrong in that last relationship, and you're placing it right back into this new relationship, making a whole new person suffer for something they didn't even do. When you
That's because you ain't been single long enough to sit here and heal from the bullshit that you just left.
Exactly. When you could have sat down and got to know yourself again, take yourself out, get to communicate, love yourself again.
That's why people got to completely learn how to remove sex from the equation. Like, you should be able to interact with the male and female species and not be like sex. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I said that was my question. Like, why?
But the thing is, it's not. But I've heard a lot of women just act like it's just men that do that.
No, women do it too.
Like, I've had women literally where I was cool with, and I stopped being cool with them just because I was like, no, what you doing? Like we've been cool for years. Where this all of a sudden come from? You see what I'm saying? And they ain't want to be cool with me no more because they like, oh, if you ain't giving me none, well, I'm still around here for. And I'm like, damn, I thought we was cool.
That's
that's their intentions with you though.
Yeah.
But my thing is that ain't my intention with every skirt I see. My first intention ain't, oh damn, I want to hit that. That's not my intention. You know what my first intention? My first thought is, can she point me straight out on the map?
Yeah. And see, I'm more attracted to the men that ain't on that. No, that ain't on that. Like, yeah, we I can feel you and you can feel me. We know what it is, but I like a man that's not the first and the only thing on his mind. Like, that's the turn off to me.
That's what I'm saying. That's the turn off. That's what I'm saying. Like, because when you go out into the dating
Mimi.
What?
Be 100. Be 100.
What?
I just want you to be 100.
That is 100. When I go to, I don't like that shit. I don't like a motherfucker to approach me about sex right off the back. I am a sexaholic, but it's the fight for it. I have no truth, and somebody
shut the fuck up, Mimi.
No, it's the truth.
Hey, sister, I'm with you on that. I was about to tell her to shut the fuck up.
Like, shut the fuck up.
It is the fight for it. I like the fight.
Mimi, shut the fuck up.
With you, every place is a place for it.
That's why I know you.
Look, that's why I need if we gonna be 100, if we gonna be 100 on this podcast,
it's a whole different thing.
Is we gonna be 100 and
already
transparent or
went
not?
past.
That's the question.
If we went past the part of us doing anything beforehand, it's a whole nother story. Okay, so for instance, if I know somebody for a long period of time, we already done did the introduction bullshit. Yes, it's on scene if we know it's going down.
Mimi, stop.
It's demon mode.
Mimi,
so that's all I gotta say on that.
Don't say too much more on this conversation.
But
I'll say this though. I'll say this is one thing.
Somebody, I don't like someone to offer it to tell me they want to have sex with me. I don't like it because I won't do it. Because I'm like, oh, so you think it's that easy to get some of mine?
Mimi,
this is not old coochie. This is couche.
Mimi,
my body done the fuck up. That's like,
Mimi,
my ass.
Stop, Mimi.
I'm just being honest. Oh, it's the truth. I don't play that.
Stop, Mimi.
I don't like a man approaching me about having sex off rip.
Because you gotta be the one. You gotta be the one to be like, let's fuck. I get it.
I'm a fucking alpha. The fuck you right. This is not just you. I'm not a beta ass bitch. I'm a fucking alpha.
I get it.
When I come down, no.
But see, this is the thing what you don't realize, though, Miss Mimi. It can't be you doing it all the time. See, because when you do that, wow. Let me ask you a question. How has that worked out for you? How many boyfriends, fiancés do you have? Look, she muted that boy.
Mimi don't have a lot of boyfriends and fiancés. Mimi has. What do you have, Mimi? Oh, she muted it.
As she would say, situationships.
Yeah, listen. She don't have boyfriends and husbands. Now, me on the other hand, I've been in long-term relationships, 5 years max at a time with like 5 different niggas, right? But and we had. And that's the most sex I usually have is when I'm with that one exclusive person. Like I am turned off so easily at a Negro coming to me, approaching me about sex. Like even he could take me out 10 times. That don't mean we're going to fuck.
As I explain to men all the time, a woman actually knows when she wants to sleep with you. Your job is not to screw it up.
Yeah, like I will make
it's
a
as simple as that. A woman can, like for the most part, y'all can look at a dude for 5 seconds and y'all not already decided if y'all wanted to give him something already. It's what he does next is what's gonna make it a go or it's gonna be a no.
True.
Right. It's what he says.
It's what he says.
Like I can look at a woman and be like, oh, she is beautiful. But the minute I say hello, it's what comes out your mouth next. This is what's gonna make me say anything else to you. If I say hello, how you doing, and you come at me with Byron, I'm out.
I'm dead.
Nah, that's a hood ass bitch. First off,
I'm out.
Byron.
And if I'm trying to talk to you and you snooting your nose up and all that, I'm out.
It should be like Thomas.
Like, see, one thing about me, I like a woman who can actually carry a decent, intelligent conversation. Everything doesn't have to be about sex, money, and what parties we hit. I need to know that you know more than that, and that your mental evolves further than that.
Mm-hmm.
I need more from you than you being able to twerk and do TikToks and stuff like that. I need more. I'm just saying, that's just me personally. I need more. That's why I said, and that's why I made that comment about the first thing I get to think is, can she point Detroit out on the map? Because I need to know if you got some kind of intelligence about yourself. I don't want to be sitting around a woman when anytime I get to talking about something intelligently, you sitting there closed mouth and everything because you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. or you don't have input or nothing because you can't even hold a good mental conversation. But the minute I get to talking about drinking and all this other stuff, well, you know plenty about that. You know about all the latest drinks, all that other stuff, but you can't do. I need
And
more
so
than that.
that's why we can y'all hear me? Some in the car.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
And that's why it goes back to Mimi's question, like why do like people nowadays they just rather just fuck? Because it's like people their brains are so like so much smaller now that
Because
they'll
it's again, as I said, it's easier. When you ain't gotta feel a connection to, when you ain't gotta feel a connection to nothing, and it's just sex. It's easy for you to not have to deal with BS or deal with whatever it is they're going through emotionally or whatever, and it's easy for you to just slide in and slide out when it's just sex. Don't
Exactly.
let people feel like, but people don't realize that there is definitely spirits that come with sex. So
okay, here we go. Here go the divine part of the convo. Cause listen, I can't even connect sexually with a person if I can't connect with them intellectually. But there's no way in fuck I can connect with them sexually. I can't do it. What is he doing? And why?
it's a, you know what's funny? I'm with you on that now, cause now that I done got older, like you can't be like I said, you can't come over here with all that hood. That shit just turns me. I'll be like, bro, please get her away from me. Man, I brought her for you. No, you didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, he did. He said you was the wingman.
If you, nah, let me be real with you. I've never been nobody's wingman. Anybody who know me, they can come on this podcast and they'll tell you like, nah, he ain't with the wingman stuff. I will like if I ain't attracted to her or something, or she just sitting there and she all acting, bro, I'm out. That's your issue, not mine. Man, come on, bro. Like she gonna leave if her friend ain't. Well, it look like you playing this wrong.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not a wingman because if I'm not interested, I don't want you to be feeling like I owe you or I gotta sit here because you attracted to her friend or you and her friend trying to get busy, do whatever it is, and you want me to sit out here and just keep her. No, I'm not doing that.
Hell no. But that was a good answer to those questions, y'all. But
Like
we
I said,
arguing.
I'm different from most men. Like a lot of things that a lot of men buy and a lot of things that men do, I'm not with it.
Yeah.
I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. I'm not controlling. I'm not with none of that stuff. We gonna